Hey, good morning, good people. How are you doing? Welcome to Younib TV, and the show is the Coffee Talk with IC Grandpa. Folks, thank you for your commentary on our last show with Miss Gatu. That lady gave us some spice bomb when it comes to the 21st century love. And as confusing as the show was, we learned a lot. Going forward, we shall bring her back with a mental health expert to expound on the topic. Today, we have our lovely PR practitioner, Mambo Edah. How have you been?
I'm good.
Are you taken for Valentine?
Apparently, no.
Yeah, there's a good colleague of mine called Miss Gatu. She told us nowadays you have yourself dating this guy and you have a bestie. So you're safe. You're safe. Myself, I'm well.
Yeah.
Last time when we spoke about, and before that, there's a video I would like to show you, and the one that I showed you also like before you came on set. What do you think about that guy who's acting as if he's crying, and the lady's going to work?
I think the guy is doing what we call emotional PR
Uh-huh.
to the lady.
Mm-hmm.
And as you said with the last time show,
Mm-hmm.
I think there's too much fake emotional display
Mm-hmm.
into this generation. And that's why, as you said, love is not working right now. Because I'm with you and I'm showing you I'm with you and I'm showing emotional I'm with you, but I'm not with you. It's just a pawn in my game.
And let me ask you, when you say about emotional love, no, emotional PR, what's that?
That is, PR is about appearing good and making something appear good.
Mm-hmm.
And so in that video, if you see the guy, he's acting as if he's crying. And you can see the lady is falling for it.
The lady, does she know like this guy is fooling around?
Maybe in her mind, you think this guy really may do to love me. But for me, I feel even when she's the girl, she be so confident that she's loved. But on the other side, for the guy, or just playing with the emotions. So that is the emotional PR.
Wow. So PR can cut across
Yeah.
any facet of a human being.
Yeah.
But there is one crazy thing I've always wanted to do, and I can't do it. Like visit your girlfriend's house. Then ile time unajua maybe she wants to go to work, unamshika mguu naanzia kulia, unamwambia utaki aende. I would like to see. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Coffee Talk, and today you're going to have a great conversation about PR, and there was a lot of reaction from your show, and people wanted to know, first of all, Grandpa is selling this kikombe, right?
Yeah.
How do I interact? How do I make it interactive with the public? Like the way you said, how do I put emotions in something that doesn't have life? Then there was a lot of questions about PR, and to you, as we start off, what is product public relations? How would you simply define it?
I will say, product public relations, it's making sure you have the right product.
Yes.
It's mixing production with PR. And we say PR is about looking good, making good, a good reputation and a good image. Like for now, if I want to know, I want to buy this cup.
Yeah.
First of all, this is what I'm looking. This is the expectation of me as a customer, and that is what you're selling yourself. So if I'm going to look for a good quality, then production has to be good.
Okay.
But if I'm not just looking for any quality, I can just pick anything.
So you're saying in terms of quality, it impacts the PR.
The PR product having a good quality in product and services, not just product. Product and services makes a PR work.
So sometimes in our line of duty,
Yeah.
I would like to give someone a 5-star work,
Treatment, yeah.
but unfortunately, no one or the other, the quality never came out the way I wanted. How do I go about it?
You wanted to give someone a good quality,
Yes.
but you did not reach the good quality,
Yeah, and they've noticed, unfortunately.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's why if you don't have good quality as you expected, was your service quality? Because service will cost you nothing.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. Ah,
I'll give you an example.
yes.
Yesterday I went to fix my
Glasses.
glasses.
Mhm.
And so we were with my friends, and so the hospital where we went for the eyes were taking a little bit longer to fix these glasses. And so we decided, because it was inside other building, it was in a building. We said, let's go and check for the next shop, just do a window shopping. And so we went to this shop that they are doing wedding things.
Ah.
And so the gowns from the outside are calling you. Quality product is calling you. But when we got inside, the service was so bad that my friend shut from the word go. The way we were welcomed, even if apparently we were having wedding, which we're not, but if we were having wedding, that is not the place we'd buy. As much as they had good quality. But
Yeah.
the service,
To talk about even about service, if you happen, and I'm not here to market Java, I love Java because first of all they greet you with some respect, and they don't come with attitude, right? And their coffee is the same price as many other places.
yeah, same coffee.
Yeah. But you go to a hotel, it's disgusting how they serve you.
How they serve you.
Even the way there's a hotel I went to town, I'll not name it, but this lady sized me from top till bottom. I really put my shoes. I rarely brush my shoes. It's not it's not my cup of tea to do it. But after she went, the owner of the hotel came and sat with me, and that's what she was like. Hi, how are you? I was like, what's not happening in the service industry in Kenya?
I think we are so much concentrating on quality and leaving the service quality. A quality service, a quality product without a quality service equals to zero. Because, like I told you, if I was buying a gown, that was a nice gown. But the way I was welcome, I'll not leave my money there. Because I think you should know, as much as you have a good quality.
Is it a generational problem?
I would say it's our generation.
Is it an attitude this generation has of know it all kind of thing? They feel they are more special than even their place.
I feel it's generation, but again, even the company, I feel like most of the company are not prepared for that.
Talk about yeah, you've brought me the best way to answer this thing. There is a new psyche that is in the market that I need to be your friend for you to you're my boss, I'm your employee, that you need to be friendly with me. You need to create some friendliness vis-a-vis our parents' time, where the boss was the boss.
Yeah.
Everybody had their own work.
Everybody, and they knew their roles.
Do you think the friendliness in military, a lot of where I know Edah wouldn't do anything?
Yeah, I think that familiarity. For me, I'll say I call it familiarity. It's not good for a company, as much as you are not going to be rude and harsh. And that's why I'm saying I think most people are not concentrating on having a PR who is the next person. Because if you're my friend and we work together, we need to get to a level of knowing you're my boss as much as you're my friend. So I need a PR. In PR, I think we are taught how to differentiate you and the work. So when it's work time, let's be serious. When it's coffee time, we can chat.
So you also want to say that again, let me go back to when I was growing up, you find a company had a PR department.
Yeah.
Not PR end.
It should be a department.
Yeah, and maybe the only thing they will add to the PR is communication department, because I think both go hand in hand. But nowadays you find PR and marketing have been put together. Yeah. Is it a danger? Are we sensing danger in years to come?
I'll say it's a danger because PR contains, as you said, emotional and physical. PR should collaborate with others, but not put together. Because if I'm a PR and you're a marketer, and we're both dealing with the same thing, yours is different. You're concentrating on this thing going viral, but I'm concentrating on maintaining it going viral.
Wow.
And maintaining the already customer that has this cup.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm also, my part is also making sure that whoever is producing this cup is satisfied. And my work is to make sure that our boss, who is our boss, is
the client. The client.
My work is to make sure the culture of the company is kept. So I feel when you put the two, you are now making it's like you're making a PR more dysfunctional.
Wow. That's a time bomb. You know, when it comes to PR, it's and I'm sure you are now mind blopping. I saw serve this way, I saw these, I ordered for this, I got these, I called, or sometimes you call these the telecoms, the communication customer care, you get angry.
Yeah.
Now you understand what's not happening.
Yeah.
Let's go for a break.
Ever the best. Hallelujah.
You know what, good folks? This is the Coffee Talk, and I, one and only the grandpa. How do you merge motherhood with all this? At what point do you get time with your daughter?
I have to say, motherhood is bittersweet.
Welcome to the Younib TV.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Sage himself.
Nini unaweza angalia useme ulifanya impact moja, let's say kani kangeni, kama ni hapo Parklands, nakumbuka kuna time tuliekanga show moja ikajaa. And today in our coffee talk, as we enjoy our cup of coffee and unwinding the evening, there is a difference between being a cheater
and a liar. Yeah.
What's the difference?
Well, the difference, there is a thin line between a cheater and a liar.
Very good, people. This has been the Coffee Talk Show with I think Grandpa. And you know what, good people? Life has solutions. It's only that we do not speak. And if we do, we fear. We have solutions. But sometimes when we get these solutions are distorted. Keep it here at Coffee Talk, where the conversation starts and never ends. Join me every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. for great conversation here at the Coffee Talk, Younib TV. Welcome back to the Coffee Talk with Aithi Grandpa, and we've been having an amazing conversation offline, and we can say we've best communication, PR. Let me ask you: there is something corporates in Kenya have started. I can call, I can write on your page. Let's say it's a telco. I've written, hello, hi. Yesterday I called and there's a beautiful voice that replied to, give me her number. Now you find this company will reply with a jokingly way. Is that good or bad? How do you take it?
I'll say this is my own opinion.
Yeah.
I won't say it's good because that's now allowing people to give information that we should not give.
What do you mean?
Because if you will call it and then they'll give you my number, am I involved in that?
No. They don't give your number. They'll be like, they'll answer in a joking way, like, in fact, we can see we have some debt you have not paid. Or do you want her before? Have you cleared with CRB for us to? How do you take such a banter?
It's not so bad, but it can escalate. Yeah, if not controlled. I keep on feeling anything that has no control can escalate.
I felt the same. I felt that's not a line I would like to take. I would like people to. I believe in oldie.
Yes.
Yeah. Now let me ask you, Miss Edah. This cup is not my production, right? But I've bought it.
Yeah.
Normally, a cup should hold the coffee. What happens if nimekuuzia hii kikombe and you put hot water and it breaks? How do I handle it as a seller? A seller. And you've gone on Facebook. I bought a cup from your place. I have put hot water. How do I go about it?
Well, I keep on saying, if you remember last time I told you, if you have quality, then marketing becomes easy.
But how will I know? This is not my production.
So
how will I know the quality?
That is when now the brand comes. If we say something like logo or something, if someone else and start calling themselves grandpa, this is what we are looking at grandpa. Grandpa has a logo. Does he have a signature, or what exactly will differentiate grandpa from a counterfeit?
Wow.
There should be some kind of uniqueness about grandpa in his logo or something, and that is where you should have some uniqueness that will differentiate you from the other. So that even if I come and start calling myself grandpa online, because probably I won't speak, but I'll call my grandpa and sell this company calling it grandpa. There should be a difference between you and me, the counterfeit. And that's why I think quality comes in hand. And again, PR comes in hand. Because if you have a PR person in your company, these are people who keep a conversation with your clients. And so such a statement come, and then even in PR you do something called monitoring your social media, you monitor. So if something like that is mentioned and it's not grandpa, as a PR working for grandpa, I'll easily know when something negative is mentioned.
And actually saw another comment by a top PR guru in the world, where she was saying that even if you get a negative PR statement, leave it. How so that someone can see the way you said, the reply that you guys gave. It might attract another And I was like, for me, I've always been that idea. Someone has said something negative, delete.
Very soon.
Yeah. So logo matters a lot when it comes to the business world.
The business world. That's why PR and production comes in hands.
Okay.
Yeah, because as a PR, you need to know what exactly is being produced, is it the quality, how we follow the company culture, their values, their culture. Is everything in line with what our clients want? Yes. So that even if I said if something fake is sold with our name, our customer will easily be there to defend. Yes, because you can try and tarnish someone's name, but if this person has a collab with the customers and client, obviously, buy see from grandpa. Because this company is known for doing good quality service and quality product.
Is there a disconnect then between a production company and a PR company in this day and age? Where, for example, I've gone to a hotel. They've given me a good meal, but they've taken quite long to bring the bill. And sasa ameleta na attitude. See, that's production. And the PR is negative. The production party, maybe they were busy and all that. Do you think there's a disconnect?
I feel there's a disconnect, especially when you don't have a PR. When your employees when in your company you don't have a PR, your clients are not trained how to handle customers. Yes. PR receipts that from the receptionist. How were you welcomed? Were you told hi? Were you not told hi? What was the attitude? I think it even starts from the gate. There's a place you'll go and the watchman is so lively. And then you get to the receptionist, they're so lively.
Oh, yeah. During the week, I was in Nanyuki. So I can't remember the name of the mall. So this guy comes and is like, yeah, grandpa. I'm like, wait a minute. How does he know me? Kumbe, he read on my shirt. And out of the blue, this guy obtained me 200 bob. I was like, boss, endo kakunywa soda.
But he did not ask for it.
He didn't ask.
Just the way he played with your PR. But you see, there's a place you'll go, you're really hungry.
Yeah.
You will not even eat there.
Yeah, true.
The way you welcomed was so pathetic. Because they said I felt like, I won't say can be losing so many customers.
Yeah, sure.
If this is the kind of person you bring to talk to your customer, you lose 100.
It's a mess.
Yes, I think it's very important for companies to understand. You might have a good quality product, but if you don't have a good PR or service.
Which you now bringing me to my next question.
Yeah.
In terms of crisis, what do you do?
In terms of crisis, we normally tell our bosses to keep quiet and let's handle it.
You need now PR machinery in action.
To handle it. Because for a boss, you will easily first remember you're the face of the company.
When you say that, I'm tempted to ask you.
Yes.
I'm a politician.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And would you suggest to have a communication team and a PR, or will you want to be PR and communication together?
PR is same as communication, but let's have a PR reading the way.
Wow.
Yes.
Because sometimes I find politicians who huleta mchezo sana.
And you can easily notice either a politician or a celebrity who have a PR.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, by the way, yeah. Even from the way they talk, the media appearance, the way they dress, the brand, the way you're seeing the logo.
The logo, and even in crisis. in crisis? Because in there we have something called that crisis management.
Talk about that, and I loved Sauti Soul. I'm a country music fanatic to the core, but I loved their everything from their PR. I loved the way they said the tickets are going for 20,000. And I think the 20,000 was for the VIP, and then I think there were regulars and all that. And people made noise but for them is you're making money, news for us. Blogs picked and they were like, which Kenyan will pay 20,000? And it was. But that's now PR in action.
PR, but if probably they didn't have a PR, they will be
Flop.
tempted to speak.
I know a show, and I'm sure you know it. It was a collaboration between a bank and a radio station. They brought one of these guys, hit makers in the 90s, and it was a big event. Then, along the way, in the event, the speakers never worked. I don't know what happened. Then they went, their communication department, I think they took an AI speech software, loaded the information, they ikaandika speech wakachilia. People were like, you're even thick to use an AI to write an apology letter.
We'll check that.
How did these both companies never thought? And I'm sure they have a PR company. Was it deliberate, Ama?
Again, I think in my small experience that I have with PR, I've come to realize there are bosses who never want to do work. Yeah. In crisis, I keep on telling bosses, don't appear. And before you appear, let me sit down with you. Let me tell you what to say. If I have to write it down, let me write it down.
You write it down.
Don't go there with the emotions. Yes. Let me write it down.
It's logic.
Logic. Because any word you say, the media never forgets. It never forgets.
And they are ready to twist.
The media will not forget. Before we know it, it has trended. You have met your name, you have messed your brand. By the end of the day, you will realize that what you have lost, it's even more important than your ego.
Wow.
So I think bosses need to know that.
Wow.
Yeah. Like you keep on telling me, my friend, and I know how you fire easily.
Yeah.
I'm imagining it's a crisis. And something was said about you, and you know it's not true. How you will react to
and actually, sometimes you don't see it coming.
Yeah, true.
Because you find someone who's just like there's a time I uploaded a photo, and someone out of the blue. Usually, I never used to ask a client whether I can upload their photos, so I used just to upload. And this guy came. Why are you uploading people's photos without? I just used that word, the D word. And my friends were like, calm down. The second experience that I had now after learning that is a book I read. It's called, I don't know whether you know, it's a blue book called Business Communication. It's quite a huge, fat book. And it was showing like you need to keep calm, you need to stay calm. So I go shoot a family photo. And this lady tells me, I think my guy is cheating. And I'm like, you want to put me right at the center of the scoreboards. Then she tells me, "Hii picha ndio utaweka online." The husband saw it. He came out guns blazing. Where? I'll sue you. Sijui nini. I was like, remember what you were told in time of crisis?
Yeah.
I just called the wife and I was like, hey, you, put your man on leash. He's saying 1, 2, 3. And she was like, who paid you? You. That's enough. So I try and relate what you're saying in terms of crisis. Have the PR.
Yeah. And if you have to say something, let them write it down. Because anyway, you say it can be a promise, it can be what, and people will not forget.
They'll never forget it.
They don't forget. Media don't forget.
You know, every time I sit down with you, I find even more questions because I can see a lot of blunders.
Yeah.
But let's take a break. Come.
Ever the best. Hallelujah.
Welcome to Koradini Catholic School, where academic excellence meets faith-filled education. At Koradini, we strive to cultivate young minds, nurture spirits, and build a foundation for a bright future. For the last decade, Koradini Catholic School has been a beacon of academic excellence and a community where students, parents, and tutors come together to create a supportive and enriching environment. From modern classrooms to advanced laboratories, our facilities are designed to foster academic excellence through our dedicated faculty and sports activities where learners develop social skills. Partner with us for a guaranteed wholesome journey of faith, knowledge, and a community that defines Koradini Catholic School. For more information, you can reach us via 0715-818-348 or 0726-921-061 or email us at schoolkoradini@gmail.com. Koradini Catholic School, formation and education.
Welcome back to the Coffee Talk with I Think Grandpa. You know what, good people? A lot happens, and one of the essence that we're having this conversation is to help you, whoever is watching at me right now, and maybe you might be a small business owner or a medium business owner, and the essence is to bring this conversation near you because you might be having a very good business but making very low sales. It's for us to show you how to make your business better. And we also have an Edah to tell us how to make this business look better to the eyes of the public. But as they look better in the eyes of the public, you're also becoming better inside the company. And I'll ask you, Edah, hey, see, kuandika, if I need you in my company, it's damn expensive.
Okay, it's not that expensive because we have packages.
Oh, so it's not like
Yeah. Like
mind-blowing amounts
I can accommodate
from startup.
Yeah, to a bigger, because if we're starting, I can't start asking for 20,000 per month.
Let's say, tuseme sahi kila mtu sahi anafanya online business.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of my friends are into online sales. Naonanga mabeshte wangu wakiweka viatu wakiuza and all that. Do they still need PR services?
Online?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say yes. You still need, because as you're doing online, there are comments, the comment section, monitoring social media. Yeah, of course you need PR.
So you usually ask for a retainership kind of thing per month?
Yes.
Wow.
For a beginner.
Okay.
Yeah, for a small business person. Because you I think for me as a PR, I'm able to accommodate every clients.
So at some point now you go into contracts, but the watu wa kawaida, small businesses,
Yes.
you retain each other.
Yeah.
You consult with them.
Yeah.
And what I'm hearing, what you're saying is, it's not necessarily you work for me,
Yeah.
but I can have like, let's say like 2,000 shillings as a JMB. Since I'm in online business, I can call you, tell you, Edah, kindly check my pages. How am I doing?
Yeah.
How are my storylines? How is my public visibility?
Yeah.
Things like those.
Yes.
Wow, amazing. And I'd like to ask you, unapatanga saa zingine the companies, today they are very good. And let me, for a lack of a better pick, the way I feel, Safaricom during Bob's time and Michael Joseph, it was hype. The advertisement ilikuwanga, ilikuwa like a documentary ama movie. But I feel right now,
Things are not as hype as
they are not as high.
as we are used to.
Yeah. What is the need of consistency?
I would say it's very important to have consistency. Because if today you give us this kind of service or this kind of product, and then tomorrow you compromise in the quality of the same, most of the people, and I use most because most of the people who are loyal to you start losing interest. Because, mind you, you're not the only entrepreneur in the market. Yes. And as we are continuing and technology has come, it is so easy to notice another good person who is giving me quality service and quality product. So if there's no consistency in your side as a company, then that's how you end up losing people small little by little. Because if we give an example with Safaricom, if you can check right now, most people still use Safaricom, but for M-Pesa. But
Yeah.
most people use other like Airtel
I like, yeah.
for calls
Yeah.
and bundles.
Yeah, me too. Safaricom is calling and Pesa. But much of my bulk work
Yes.
is in
Yes.
telecom.
Yes.
But you find now maybe the offices, the ones that have big muscle of financial standing, they're now going to use Safaricom for their internet and search because of the speed and all that.
Yes, but you realize
Yeah.
as consistency also comes. Consistency, when you start losing it, you go as you lose it. Not unless now you realize we are losing.
Things are bad.
Yeah, so I think they have not been able to do to monitor and see how they are doing.
Do they know?
I'm not very sure. I'm not very sure because things PR can be affected either by a good post or a bad post. Because even in bosses, you have a leader, you have a boss. And I think Bob Collymore was a boss. He was a leader, not just a boss. Yeah.
And sometimes, let's turn over to politicians.
Yeah.
I don't know a better what to call these people, but they give us promises, but they are unable to deliver. Will the PR work at that point?
I would say that's why we keep on saying, even if you're a politician, look for a PR. Please don't say just nothing and nonsense to just make people like you. Because if you have checked on the records, there are MPs or leaders who are elected first time, second time,
Yeah.
the third time, fourth time.
Yeah.
And there's another one who came once
And went.
and rejected. Because I told you, people don't forget. People really don't forget. And social media right now will not forget what you promised 5 years ago.
No.
Will forget.
They remind you. There is screenshot.
They'll still keep on. The moment, after 5 years of you promising and going there and forgetting, after 5 years of you coming back, we'll still remember. We'll make memes with it. We'll remind people, hey, this guy promised
And do you think, for example, our viewers' commentary affects our strategy? The replays that we get from your consumers, does it affect our strategy in the office?
It should. I'd say it should, because every company is about customer satisfaction. So if the comment we are getting are not satisfying to the customers, then we have to check our strategy. If our comments it's beyond our expectation, then that means we are doing well, and then we need either to upgrade or maintain the strategies that we have. Yeah, so I think for me it's very important to keep on checking. People will, some people, okay, there are people who will just bully and say nonsense, but there are people who will give you genuine comments. The person will say, oh, your brand is good, but the but can be a help to you in the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you meet social media influencers, strategists, many are always in that opinion of bulk messaging. You've just picked my number from nowhere. You started sending me your messages of your services. Is it a good thing or a bad thing from where you're sitting?
From where I'm sitting as a celebrity, I think it's a good thing if you have a PR. And it's a bad thing if you don't have a PR. Because if you don't have a PR, then that means most of the messages will not answer. But mind you, in the bulky ones, there could be someone who has something better. There could be a mature comment. There could be someone who has maybe
can give me a gig or something.
Yes, can you give you a gig or want to start something and want to include you. So you end up missing that because you didn't have someone to manage
the brand.
And your social media.
Do you think many Kenyan musicians lack that aspect where people can help their brand so that even in their 70s, they can still use the money they got at youthfulness to use at that time?
Yes. Wow. I think if you, I'm very sure you're good with social media. You can just do a research on celebrities and even musicians. Musicians who have made it, they had a good structure, and they had good strategy, and they had people working for them. Among the people are PR people, because you cannot manage yourself. Because, for example, if you're a brand, how much time do you have to sit down and start checking who said what, and start checking how much is said? You have no time. But if you have a PR person, has the job and the responsibility to keep on checking and reply. So there's a way we can be able to know how you're doing if you don't know how you're doing, because you don't have time to know how you're doing.
Yeah.
And again, you will realize there are people you will talk so badly in the comment section, the social media, and will never reply. Ama the reply is just so mature that you wouldn't have any other one.
There'll be no comeback.
There will be no comeback. Yeah. But you realize the other celebrity who don't have a PR, they'll start having.
They've got zero chills. Yeah.
Yes, they go back and
yeah.
And mind you, there may be an investor who's looking at you, and I'll say, and maybe his culture, his organization culture, it's about morals.
2 questions.
Yeah.
2 last questions. Yeah. There's a Kenyan musician, a lady who did a hit song, Juzi too. She rose to fame. And I don't know what happened to her mind. She would go on TikTok and say, you think you people made me, it's God, you can do. And she started abusing people. Kenyans, in their statistics way, they went to her YouTube and started unsubscribing. And when she got to 79 subscribers, that's when she knew the shit has hit what? The fan. And she came back, started crying. Do you think Kenyans really take PR as serious as the other worlds are doing?
I'll say no with a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
I'll say no because I've watched most of the celebrity from other countries, especially in the United States and all that. Like people who are developed, people we have watched from the 90s. These are people who started with PR. They have their PR, personal PR. Someone will just sit and manage your social media. Those are people you will never find in scandals of back and forth scandals. Those are people you'll find the consistency in what they do. You can trace it. You can trace their 10 years, their 15 years, their 20 years in the industry, you can trace it. And without finding scandals. Yes. But there's another one who just hit. I think in Kenya we don't have most celebrities and musicians don't have PRs. That's why you have such an example.
You know, like someone, and I'll mention his name. I love his works. You know, Abermo Mutua.
Yes.
Mkuru.
Yes.
I love the way he manages his brand.
Yes.
Just from a storytelling during Corona, he created and he had, I think, a very good then PR machinery and Jugush and all this kind. And also, whatever you're saying, I must say that I've experienced it firsthand. There's a friend of mine called Moses. He's CEO of Rhapsody Delicacies. He's so in touch with his business that he comes personally and sees. So the first time we go there with Kangede, our mutual friend, this guy comes and greets us. Me, I didn't know he's the owner. And I asked him, how was the show? Do you like it? I was like, yes. And that's how we got, that's how it was on our first day. And he was like, before I knew he was the owner, they'll come greet us, Zuri. Have you guys had supper? Have you guys had your coffee? Kumbe, he's just following up on us. So I believe what you're saying. And I love the fact that he's made the place to be like a community. I think that's the PR he's sent out there. This is a safe space for you. Come with a friend, come do this. So I agree with you, but I also think many businesses should adopt that culture of PR. Going forward, where do you see us in the coming 1 year? What some of the trends are you looking to? What are some of the trends that you're looking forward to see 2024?
2024. My desire as a PR is I would love to see us getting moral back to where it used to be, and especially with social media. So I think it's very important for people and brands and a celebrity for them to understand the importance of having a PR person, because it is I think without that we might find ourselves in a very awkward place as we continue with technology. And I think even the way we are raising our kids, where we are raising them without morals, that's where PR comes. You're a boss or you're a celeb and you're just doing what with kids. It's creating something that we don't want to see tomorrow, and which is going to ruin us if you're not careful.
What some of the PR trends are you looking forward to see?
I would love to see. I love to see. For me, I'll say I love to see PR being taken serious, and I would also love to see it being integrated
into the busy biasharas and all that.
And
wow.
Personality and brands like you.
And you said it's not expensive to. But I'll speak to Keith, one of our main sponsors for this show. I don't know, but Keith, Pierre, atakupanga. And he's taken his public relations so well. He invested. He showed me a phone he bought for 150,000. I'm still using a BlackBerry. And I was like, why would you need such an expensive phone? And he was like, Grandpa, I want to take a photo of this mug so that when I send you, you see every detail. I don't want stories. So I'm sending you what you're seeing. And I was like, that's an amazing look at things. Fox, what's your, before we close the show, what's your handles? How can people reach you?
In TikTok, Edah Gatimo. In Facebook, Edah Gatimo. And my number is 0702 513439.
Wow, amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been an intense talk because many of you requested that we bring the Edah back and we see this PR perspective from a deeper way. You wanted to understand how it affects your business, and I hope we've quenched that thirst. Folks, goodbye. God bless you. And you know what? Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the Coffee Talk here at Younib TV. Ever the best. Cheers and out.